Jake Paul, you say you want to be a world champion. You say you want to take this sport serious. Then take it serious. What is this? This is not a popularity contest.
Oscar De La Hoya just dropped the hammer on Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, slamming the YouTuber turned boxer for choosing an unusual path to trying to find boxing greatness. The Golden Boy Promotions founder has been critical of Paul's decision to fight Mike Tyson lately and has even echoed the concern shared by countless others from the boxing community.
I love Mike Tyson, and now that there's no headgear, Jake Paul, I guess he gained a lot of muscle lately. He's gonna be strong up there, so just be careful, Tyson.
Now this dude obviously didn't stay silent and responded to De La Hoya in the most brutal fashion. The boxing influencer has shut down any criticism of his upcoming fight against the boxing legend, and he wasn't gonna take Oscar's criticism lightly. In a tweet posted over on X, Paul took a dig at the boxing promoter and advised him to focus on himself and his fighters rather than criticizing him. So Paul definitely crossed the line when he brought up Oscar star fighter Ryan Garcia and advised the Hall of Fame boxer to focus on King Rye's poor mental health. Now Jake doesn't owe any one of his critics an explanation as to why he's so interested in fighting the boxing legend. After all, Iron Mike is as eager to fight Jake Paul as the problem child is eager to take on Tyson himself. Now, both fighters agreed for a fight and a contract's in place. Now, Paul doesn't see the need to provide reasons as to why this fight should take place. But considering that this is Iron Mike, the boxing legend who's adored by millions of fans globally, Paul has provided plenty of reasons as to why he wants to fight this fight. During one of his press conferences, Paul admitted that he sees Mike Tyson as the final boss, the ultimate obstacle on his path to boxing glory. He also had a stern message for the critics stating that his main objective behind fighting Mike Tyson is to prove his critics wrong.
Every win you get, every knockout you get, you seem to level up, but there's still people, there's haters against you, there's people that say you aren't a real boxer. If and when you beat Mike Tyson, is this the fight that puts the stamp on Jake Paul, the boxer?
Yeah, 100%. They say he's the baddest man on the planet, so let's find out. Apparently, he's the final boss, moving up to heavyweight and continue to prove all these dumbasses wrong. That's what I do my whole entire life. Boo yourselves. Boo yourselves.
Now, Paul also stated that he sees Mike Tyson as a challenge, that he always wants to pursue the biggest fights, and that there's no one bigger than Iron Mike. He also stated that this fight isn't going to be a massive fight simply for him. Paul implied that the boxing world has never seen a fight bigger than this one.
Challenges in the world, that's what's made my whole entire career, is taking big risks, and I want the toughest guy out there. I want the biggest fights, and making history is what I've done my whole entire career, and this is no different. Netflix, Mike Tyson, it doesn't get any bigger than this, and everyone will see July 20th. I will prove them wrong once again.
I think you're suicidal. That's what I think.
Paul went on to state that he's done more for boxing than most pro boxers ever did for the sport. Now, he also proclaimed that he would soon be fighting for the Boxing World Championship.
It's been 4 years in this sport, and I've done more to it than any boxer in the history of the sport. So in due time, sir, I will be fighting for a world championship, and I will be shutting you the f*** up and making you eat your own words, just like the rest of these f***ing punks.
Now, these statements might come as far-fetched to boxing enthusiasts. Now, Paul ain't been a championship fight in the last 3 years since he announced his boxing debut, but he has stood firm by his decision to pursue boxing as a career. During the post-fight interview after his knockout win over Mike Perry, the problem child made another bold move by revealing the roadmap for his boxing career past the Mike Tyson fight. Now, he hopes to become a cruiserweight in the future and shares the different types of bouts that he's been fighting in recent years.
You tonight after the fight, or Alex Pereira help you achieve that goal?
Yeah, man, anytime I can get into a camp for a big fight and perform under the bright lights to prepare me for tough moments, I'm going to take it. So, you know, there's money fights, there's big fights, there's experience fights. I think tonight was an experience fight. November is a massive fight, and I mean, it's experience going up to heavyweight and being in there with someone who's been doing something, boxing their whole life. So everything is just on the path to being a cruiserweight champion, and if I can go in there with champions of different leagues, those are the best of the best in the world, and they're going to bring the best out of me.
You've seen what he's done to experienced boxers that have a similar record to him, right? So these moments, I think, help prepare him for those more experienced boxers. You saw Chavez Jr. tonight. He looked pretty good, but he was fighting a guy who was 1-0 in boxing, right? His 1-0 is against an NFL player. And yet that MMA guy was able to hang in there with someone who has 60+ fights. So it's not easy what he does to these MMA fighters in any way.
Jake, Colin Wigan for IFL TV. You told me outside that you hurt your hand a little bit tonight. Can you tell us a bit more about that, and will it affect the Mike Tyson fight?
Oh no, I'm good. It just felt worse like in the ring, but right now it's fine.
The upcoming fight against Mike Tyson is, of course, a massive one for both fighters, especially for Jake Paul. But not a lot of people are keen on this fight taking place. So let's take a look at what the pros and experts have got to say about the fight.
Mr. Paul and Mr. Tyson, which one do you think is going to win?
The only thing I'm worried about is father time. That's one thing that has never been beat. And Tyson's he's older now, but I pray that he comes out healthy. But I think Jake Paul because of youth. That's the only thing, because of the youth.
Tyson, Jake Paul. The youth, of course, is gonna be Jake Paul, but the experience is gonna be Mike Tyson. I feel like Mike Tyson is very serious about it and doing the correct things in training camp. I think he got it hands down. Of course, I've seen him with Roy Jones Jr. You know what I mean? And he looked good for a good couple seconds, good minute. You know, one round, I'd say. You know what I mean? But then he got tired. But if he got good condition, I feel like he got Jake Paul.
So who you going with?
Oh, that's the thing. We don't know. No, I don't know. I can't call it. Honestly, I cannot.
Scared,
call it,
man.
You know? I can't call it. It just once again it depends on Mike Tyson's condition. You know what I mean? I'm not the one like if he's in condition, I got Mike hands down winning, knockout. You know what I mean? If he's not, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a slugfest, but.
All right, thanks for wasting a minute of our time.
But if you're Jake Paul, you feel good about beating a 57-year-old Mike Tyson?
You think he's going to win?
No, I'm just saying, if.
No, that's a better question. Do you think Jake Paul's the favorite?
No, I don't think he's
You just said Mike Tyson's 57, like he's got nothing left.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's 57 towards 60. That's what I mean.
You've seen him train. There's power in those punches.
But I'm saying if Jake Paul does happen to win, does he really feel good about beating a 57? Right. I would feel. I really would.
Well, let me ask you this. You dominated a very similar era. You're younger than him. Do you think that Tyson can knock his out?
I know he can. Oh, of course he can.
Do you think we'll get... Because, like, if you were training for something, I know that you would take no prisoner. Yeah. Do we think we're going to get Tyson trying to knock him out?
I know we are. 100%.
So then I'm in. Like, that's all you had to say.
That's why I'm paying $59.99.
100%.
And that first round...
If he walks out like old Mike Tyson with the music and the hood up,
how old are you?
37.
So you don't remember. We remember the energy around a Mike Tyson fight.
That's what I mean. Like I have always, and I'll rewatch just like you were talking about.
Both of y'all are forgetting the word.
The entrance was longer than the match. And it didn't matter because you're like, we're about to watch the baddest dude on the planet.
Both of y'all are forgetting 2 words. Father time.
You're being real negative, Ray.
I'm not being. I'm just saying, like, if we could all do it, I'd still be playing. Jamal, like I seen some Jamal Crawford highlights the other day. He'd still be playing.
Yeah. I got Mike Tyson.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't see how Jake pulls this off. I see Mike Tyson punching him in the body, and I don't see how Jake stops that. Jake is not of the size to give Mike a problem. Mike can be, big guys would hold Mike, guys with long reach and that outweigh him.
Yeah.
I think people that's Mike's weight, with Mike's center of gravity, I don't think there's anything that's gonna stop him. Mike hits him in the body don't move that much. I don't see how Jake survives a body attack, personally.
Okay, I looked it up. Mike Tyson is 220 pounds.
That's 1 pound less than his optimal weight.
And Jake Paul is about 200 pounds. He's got about 20 pound
Are
difference.
You kidding me? He's only 200?
Yeah.
Oh, gee. It's worse than I thought.
That was his last fight. That's what he weighed in as.
Yeah. Oh, boy. That means, he fought Tommy Fury he was 200 pounds when he fought Tommy Fury?
6'1". Mike is what, 5'10"? Let me see.
Huh. He's 6'1".
5'10", yeah. 5'10". So he got 3 inches on him.
I know.
3 inches for Mike Tyson's not a big deal, obviously. But Tyson is 57. And, okay.
I don't care.
Mike Tyson coming out to fight Jake Paul.
I don't like it.
Is it because of the...
Jay, I look at Mike, it's like, I look at him different in a way of my era. Like people looked at Ali. And I looked at Ali different too, but not too many people. Marvin Hagler, Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Robinson. I don't like it. I think it's become more of a sideshow with some sweat, maybe some blood, if we're lucky. I won't watch it. No, I can watch 2 turtles race and be more excited.
Is it because of the advanced age of Mike Tyson and the youth of Jake Paul? Just a mismatch, or?
It's because how I look at Mike Tyson. And I shared not only the ring with Mike Tyson a few times, but the era, right? A little tip of the era. I just think it degrades him. And you got someone to cover up, like, you're getting $100 million, getting $200 million. Please. Okay.
I believe y'all call it that itch. When it comes to that itch, how do you, as a fighter with y'all level, tame that itch?
So you asking me when a fighter get that itch, what do you do to give it a... You take a shower.
The boxing world sees this boxing matchup as a disgrace to the sport, considering the boxing legend has to fight somebody who's 3 decades younger than he is. Reactions are still pouring in, and a lot of people are requesting Iron Mike to pull out of the fight while he's still got the time. Oscar De La Hoya became the latest to criticize Jake Paul's decision to fight Mike Tyson. Now, sharing his opinion recently, De La Hoya praised Paul's dedication, but firmly stated that Paul will never be a boxing champion by fighting someone as old as Mike Tyson. He pointed out that such fights only bring in massive paydays, and Paul's probably fighting a boxing legend just for the money.
I'm actually praising Jake Paul here to take this serious, because I really truly feel if he fights the right fights and takes the right path to that world title, he can actually get there. I'm not sure, because it's up to him if he can win it, but he can get there. But he's not going to get there through Mike Tyson. He's not going to, he's going to make a lot of money. He's going to gain more popularity on Mike Tyson's expense. Do I like it? No, because I love Mike Tyson.
Now, Oscar De La Hoya went on to state that this fight would do good for business, but he also indirectly condemned the fight, stating that Paul ain't taking boxing seriously.
This is entertainment, I guess. This is a fight that is going to do great business all over the world. More power to them, but last time I heard, Jake Paul was very serious about this sport. All I'm saying is, yeah, make your money, but also take this sport serious.
De La Hoya also shared his thoughts on Mike Tyson, admitting that he's scared of the boxing legend getting injured. Now, he pointed out that Paul is way too young and he could deal some serious damage to a nearly 60-year-old Iron Mike.
It's not going to be dangerous for Tyson. It will not be dangerous for Tyson because, Tyson's been up in the ring with, monsters. He has a chin. I'm sure he can go 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 8 rounds, but I'm just concerned about, Tyson's legacy. That's it.
Yeah, if Jake catches him or something, he is 57.
Yeah, you just don't know. I've never seen a 57-year-old fighter up in the ring, against a strong guy, a strong bull like Jake Paul. So it's,
Is that good or bad for boxing if Jake finds a way to knock him out, yet alone beat him? Like,
I think it'll be. I think it'll be sad for Tyson. You know, I'm not sure how or which way it affects boxing, because I think a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching, and you know, it's like they say, right? I mean, hey, it's like, you know, good media or bad media, it's still media, right? So. Yeah, I just feel that. I mean, I grew up with Tyson, so it's to me, it's like, man, you know, hopefully he stays safe up there. That's it.
During his latest podcast interview with Shannon Sharp, Oscar De La Hoya once again talked about Paul's unconventional boxing career, stating that he's not serious about the sport. He suggested that Paul needs to take the professional route and fight other boxing pros if he really wants to be a boxing great.
You know, he's doing great things for fighters and for the sport. But if he's gonna take it serious the way he says he is, then take that route the way we took it, right? The way the greats took it, the way fighters who have to work their way up from the start. Go fight guys who are gonna test you, guys who are not guys who are don't have experience, or who are
play
MMA
football players
fighters.
that play basketball or what? Yeah,
it's not. Look, being a fighter, a boxer, I strongly feel that Jake Paul has the ability. He really does, and the work ethic. Okay, but every fight that he chooses, it's not balanced. Either he's an MMA fighter, either he's a basketball player, either he's smaller, 30 pounds lighter than him. Okay, take the route professionally. Take the professional route. Take the route that Mike Tyson took. Take the route that Floyd Mayweather took, that I took. You know, the route that's gonna test you, and it'll show you if you can become world champion.
De La Hoya's also skeptical that Mike Tyson can last against Jake Paul's onslaught over the 8 rounds of the fight. Now, he thinks that there's a great chance that Iron Mike could get seriously hurt and doesn't want to see this fight happen.
Come on. 61 years. I saw him the other day. I love Tyson. I told him,
he can punch.
Of course. He's got a puncher's chance the first 3 rounds. I'm a little scared of Tyson getting hurt after the 3rd round.
Right.
Jake Paul's a big boy. He's 26 years old. Tyson's 61. I'm happy for Tyson that he's making money and that Tyson still loves it and he's getting in there, he's in shape.
Right.
But just be careful.
Former MMA fighter Chris Lebens shared his thoughts on the fight and predicted a victory for Paul. He explained that Paul's got a better shot at winning this fight if it goes on for more than 3 rounds. Now, he also stated that Mike Tyson won't make it easy for Paul. He shared a ridiculous strategy that Paul could probably use to gain the upper hand over Mike.
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, who's going to win that?
Oh, I don't want to say anything, but you know, listen, because obviously we all love Mike Tyson. He's old though, man. Jake can hit. Jake can hit. You know, I think that fight can play out a couple different ways, but I think the longer it goes, I think Jake might be able to catch him. We'll see.
Wow.
Yeah, because I heard Jake got really good cardio, and
I mean, he's not a terrible boxer. I've watched all his fights. He's not a great boxer. He's nowhere near where Mike Tyson was. You know, if it was a 16-year-old Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul now, I would put every penny on that Mike Tyson. But
of course,
but age is a motherfucker, dude. Excuse me. You know,
I agree with him 100%.
Yeah, and actually, this is a great insight. So, real quick before we let you go, last time I'll say that, but I just want to know how, if you were in Jake's camp, how would you coach him and train him to beat Mike Tyson?
Why would you even?
I just want to know what people think he needs to do to beat a guy like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's my idol. I wear a Mike Tyson t-shirt every day. Don't come at me like that. You do that one more time, I'm gonna spar you today.
All right.
No, I don't want to do that. But don't do that.
I mean, he's got to be ready. He's got to, you know, he probably can't keep him at range, so he's probably gonna have to hang on him when he gets inside. Tie him up, slow it down. Can't let Tyson stay in close, right? You know, pull on his head, make it dirty. At least at first, try to tire him out before you even start boxing. I wouldn't start boxing for the first few rounds.
Really?
No.
Why is that?
Tyson's still dangerous, bro. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's still Mike Tyson, you know?
Wow, that's great. That's exactly what Sugar Shane Mosley said. First round, don't box him, push him around, try to move and see how heavy he is, right? Like something like that, or correct me if I'm wrong. That way I actually have the right clip.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember.
I mean,
exactly,
Wow, that's crazy.
The November 15th clash between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson promises to be a juicy encounter. With both Paul and Tyson expressing their confidence and portraying themselves as a better fighter, fans can expect an unpredictable yet thrilling encounter. But anyway, what y'all think about all this? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.